So again, welcome to day 3. And today of this New Year's Health Series, we're talking about joyful movement. And I loved so much thinking about, I could have just done planning. I could have just done nutrition. I could have just done movement and stress and sleep and mindset. Even though that's what we're talking about, I love putting this adjective to it to really describe how I want your experience to be when you are doing these habits. So I want you to have grace for yourself and those around you when you're planning. I want you to do eating in such a way that's diet-free and is focused on nourishment. And I want you to move in a way that brings you joy. And tomorrow, I want you to stress less by taking deep breaths and resting. And then 5, shift your mindset through positive thinking, okay? So that is what we are going through. And regardless of what your health or your weight loss goal is for the new year, these 5 habits will make you just catapult you. I mean, please, I actually went ahead this morning and created units with this, meaning there's tons of units in here that you can go through and lead you to some other courses or other trainings in here. And I created a unit in here so that you'll access these trainings at any point and access the post at any point and kind of refer to these when you need them again, okay? If you're watching this on YouTube or somewhere else, I'm talking about in my Facebook group, Healthy Sustainable Weight Loss Community, where you should be if you're not in there yet. So today I'm going to talk about movement. And, I think the biggest thing for me that helped me to start working out consistently over the long haul and get results was finding movement I enjoyed. And that has shifted over time, what I've enjoyed, what brings me joy in this season. So when I started, it was simply walking, and I even love walking to this day, but it was just moving through, walking on the track, which was actually really next door to where me and my husband lived. After work, we just did it together, and there was just like regular people we saw, and but then over time, I added in some jogging because I really started to enjoy that, then running. And then I enjoyed cross training, and then, stretching and all these different aspects. And now in this season with a 7-month-old during quarantine, I'm really enjoying home workouts again, which I really loved in the beginning as well. And still being able to just use limited equipment, but really effective, quick and simple workouts, because that's just what I can handle. And then walking as well. Will I get back to some of those other things? Maybe, but I'm trying to do things that I enjoy and fits with me in this season. And that's what I really encourage you to do. The first tip is do stuff you enjoy. What doesn't feel like exercise to you, but feels like just good movement? Is it dancing? Cleaning is a movement, right? And trust me, you could bust up a sweat while cleaning. Is it, you have a neighbor down the street that you go and visit. Maybe you're not visiting them right now, but instead of taking your car, it's walking there, or, if something's close by, going for a walk, or if you're working from home, taking a 10-minute, 5-minute break every other hour or every hour to just walk up or do some exercises around the house. Like, what movement do you enjoy? And I would love for you to let me know in the comments, or however you're watching this. Let me know, what movements do you enjoy? What exercises do you enjoy? And again, if you're on live or watching the replay, let me know you're here. Just say hello. All right. So that's number 1. Do movements that you enjoy. And then that doing movements you enjoy is going to help you do the second. You're going to do it more consistently. Many of us are tempted and have tried not just extreme diets, like nutrition diets, but extreme workout programs. And we just tried to go 0 to 100 far too quickly. We either get injured, or we can't sustain it, or we're too sore, or it becomes not enjoyable. And I've done this with so many countless programs. But when I started to just work on one small habit at a time in one type of exercise or movement, it became second nature. And I enjoyed it more. And even the habits tracker that is on sale this week, ladies, it is 40% off, $17 instead of $27. This habits tracker is going to be really help you track whatever movement you choose to do and help you build upon it one small bit at a time. Maybe you're walking 10 minutes 2 times a week. Maybe next week you're walking 15 minutes 2 times a week. You see, and we're just building up. So consistency. Do something you enjoy, and that way you're going to do it consistently. But what's also important is to add some variety. After you're moving, you're doing something you enjoy consistently, you have to add some variety because your body gets used to what you're doing. So I can't just keep walking the same amount of miles at the same pace. My body's gotten used to it. Maybe I need to pick up the pace. Maybe I need to add a few extra minutes. Maybe I need to add some intervals. Maybe I need to, instead of walking every day, maybe I add in a little bit of strength training or flexibility and mobility or whatever, active recovery. Just adding some variety after you're moving consistently in a way you enjoy will catapult your body transformation as well as the results that you want, and you'll feel better and you'll see the amazing things that your body can do. I just remember, you know, when I started doing CrossFit, I didn't realize that I could do a pull-up or realize that I could do these Olympic weightlifting movements, but I was able to because I built upon it one at a time, and I was doing them consistently and other exercises consistently. And then after you doing movement you enjoy, you're doing it in a consistent way, you're adding in some variety, you're going to add in some intensity. So intensity is actually what will lead to sustainable results, but also will lead to more muscle in your body. So basically your body has these different metabolic pathways in which it metabolizes energy. And when you're doing a short, a movement that requires breathing and all this stuff for a short amount of time, it uses a different pathway when it's like a medium amount of time and a long amount of time. So for example, the energy that your body needs and that your metabolism needs to release when you're doing a 100-meter run versus a 400-meter and then versus 800 is very different, right? But we want to actually train all of those what we call modalities. We want to train all those different things. And so intensity is one way to do that. So say, for example, you are walking and jogging is your thing. Maybe one day you're doing a long walk, and that kind of gets your endurance. And then maybe one day you're doing short bursts of running and then walking. And that's what you call intervals. And then maybe one day you're going to have like a medium, like a 2-mile walk instead of a 5-mile walk, right? So you're spicing that up for yourself. And there are tons of great programs. Leslie Sansone is one of those of walking that she can add that right in there for you. So adding some intensity is very important. And then lastly, how can you just simply move more every day? I wanted to end with that one and versus starting, because I do think we need to incorporate an intentional exercise. It does wonders for your mind, your mood, and your body. But also, how can we just move more? So even if you work out for an hour a day, but if you're sitting at the whole time, your body, the blood flow is not working the way it should, and your metabolism is not utilizing the energy in the same way. So, you know, I was talking with a client yesterday, and just like, you know, one of the things that she's going to start doing is tracking her steps again and just actually seeing how much she's actually moving throughout the day, because she was just describing her job, and I was like, you are moving a lot actually. And so rather than thinking like, oh man, I don't have that, you know, I don't know if I'm going to find that dedicated time to do that walking that I wanted to do, which we're working on that. We talked about how to do that, but I just really want you to celebrate that you're actually moving a lot, and just let's see how much you're moving, okay? So what are some ways you can move more throughout your day? Is it setting an alarm on your phone to get up every hour? Is it when you're in the kitchen waiting for your coffee to warm up, you're doing a couple squats? Is it, I don't know, is it, you know, just increasing the amount of times that you do, like maybe you're walking 1 minute for your breaks, then you're walking 2 and 3 and so forth. How can you simply move more throughout your day? So those are 5 quick tips to the point today. I wanted to be quick because I knew I was late, and it's been a long day. And so I'm like, oh, I'm kind of waning in my energy right now. But I wanted to make sure to talk to you about how important it is for you to move more. I want to actually share some benefits at the as we wrap up to exercise. We all think exercise is important just for, I want to be healthy or I want to lose weight, but it's so much more than that. Let me pick this stuff up. Get some notes out here, referring to one of the classes that my clients get access to when they sign on. It's called Soulful to Sensational with Exercise, and how to exercise strategies to maximize your results. So Benefits of exercise: it helps reduce infection, it can prevent heart attack, it can ease asthma, it can control blood sugar, combat stress, relieve hot flashes, prolong life, and protect against cancer and other chronic illnesses. So basically, exercise can help us move better, look better, feel better, and age better. And I don't know who doesn't want to move better, look better, feel better, age better. We all do. And so, ladies, exercise, movement, we need to incorporate that more in 2021. And even if we're in the pandemic, there's still ways you can do that at home. It might not be the same, but there's still ways that it can be done. So I would love to hear from you. Of these tips, which one are you going to really try to work on so you can incorporate more movement into your life? What exercise do you enjoy? How can you do more of that? How can you be more consistent? How can you add variety? How can you add some intensity? And how can you just move more in your everyday life? And again, I just want to remind you that you can get access to this habits tracker that I have that is 40% off right now, where you can track all of these habits that we were talking about, but also track your exercise and movement over time and see your progression. All right, it's going to be a great, great tool to help you understand your relationship with food, when you eat, why you eat, how certain foods affect you, track habits around water, stress, sleep, exercise, mindset, affirmations, and so much more. And it's only $17 up until Friday night. So if you go to madewell345.com/habits tracker, madewell345.com/habits tracker, you will get access to that at the early bird rate. All right, so let me know if you have any questions. We'll be back tomorrow at 12 to talk about stress and sleep through taking deep breaths and learning how to rest. Talk to you later.